You can't miss this new way to keep your apps accessible and your end-to-end tests stable. Did you hear what event just put out a call for speakers and a shocking amount of bugs are caught with bug bounties? Find out the answers to these and all other end-to-end full pipeline, DevOps, software testing, automation testing, performance testing, and security testing in 10 minutes or less in this episode of the Test Guild News Show for the week of September 11th. So grab your favorite cup of coffee or tea and let's do this. This episode of the Test Guild News Show is sponsored by the awesome folks at Applitools, a visual AI validation testing platform that's a must-have for any automation project. So don't miss it. Check it out yourself with the free account offer by clicking on the link in the first comment down below. And while you're there, while you're not, leave a comment, subscribe, and get alerted every time I release a new episode. First up, automation news. So Christian, the creator of WebdriverIO, just released a new blog article talking about new features of WebdriverIO that helps keep your apps more accessible and your end-to-end tests more stable. Let's check it out. As you know, fetching elements with end-to-end tests can sometimes be very difficult. And because of this, using complex CSS paths or arbitrary test IDs make them either less readable or prone to failures. But a new feature by WebdriverIO called the Accessibility Selector now provides a powerful way to fetch various elements containing a certain accessibility name. So another reason why you should definitely check out WebdriverIO if you haven't already, and you can get there by checking it out in the first comment down below. So another must-know automation framework that you should know about is Serenity, and they also announced some new cool features in the version of Serenity BDD 3.3.1. And this was posted by the creator of Serenity, John Ferguson Smart. So the latest version of Serenity has some really cool features, including support for Selenium 4, W3C capabilities, and a stack of new screenplay interaction classes. Screenplay pattern is a very popular pattern. I've heard from a lot of people that have really made their tests more reliable, easy to maintain, and they really perform better than page objects in certain instances. If you haven't checked it out, once again, I highly recommend you do. I always love real-world implementation articles on how people achieve certain functionality. So this next article comes your way via Sergio, who talks about how he's done some experimentation with the new tool used for data consolidation and test analysis. So the article dives into how he actually exported test results from X-Ray to Splunk, and it enabled him to get even deeper insight than we would normally get. And so the article has a little background of what led Sergio to this point, has a how-to section, how to search for certain results, and cool ways of charting to visually show your findings. So definitely a must-read article. Thank you, Sergio, for that. And you can check this out in the first comment down below. So I'm not sure if you listened to my latest Test Guild automation podcast, but if not, I just put out a call for speakers for the 2023 Automation Guild, the 7th annual online event dedicated 100% automation testing. So the first thing I always do before I run an event is I run a survey to my guild members, and they give me feedback on things they're struggling with or topics they'd like to hear more about. Then once I get those results, I put them all together, and then I do a call for speaker based on those results. So if you go to the call for speakers that I'll have in the link down below, it goes over some of the topics we're looking for that the guild said they were interested in learning more about. And this is for all experts. It doesn't necessarily mean you need to be an expert speaker where you go along and you speak at all these different events. If you're an expert and you've never spoken at an event, I don't care. I'm looking for experts that have hands-on knowledge. So if that's you, definitely fill this out. And I look forward to seeing your session suggestion. So I think the economy might be getting better. And the reason why I say that is I hadn't seen money segments for maybe 6 months. And all of a sudden now I'm seeing more and more money segments come up. So here's one of 3 money segments we have on this episode. And it's how a DevOps automation platform just raised $4.3 million. And the company is called Zeet, which I never heard about, but it's a platform or interface for developers to make the most out of the cloud. And this is a growing trend, is how cloud deployment and cloud computing has become more and more powerful. So I assume we'd see more and more companies release solutions to help you with this, and Zeet is one of these solutions. So with support from multiple clouds, including Amazon Web Services, Google Cloud Services, DigitalOcean, and a bunch of other ones, Zeet allows developers to move applications between cloud, reducing latency and also utilizing centralized services from each cloud. And I didn't know what Zeet was, so I just clicked on the Zeet link, and it brings you to the website that talks a little bit more about this all-in-one DevOps platform. All right, looks like a really cool solution, and check it out down below. And if you do, let me know what your thoughts are about it in the comments down below. So this next money segment is how Arize lands $38 million to grow its MLOps platform for the enterprise. That's right, MLOps and other ops. Let's see what this is all about. So Arize is a machine learning operations or MLOps platform. And what you can do, you can use it to help you deploy and maintain machine learning models in production. It's similar to DevOps, except MLOps actually aims to increase automation while improving quality of the production models, but not at the expense of business and regulatory requirements. So once again, didn't know about Arize AI, click on the Arize AI link, and it brings up the web page with the main benefit of it helps you detect, troubleshoot, and eliminate ML model issues faster. So with machine learning and AI becoming even more popular than before, just definitely some tools and technologies around ML that you should be aware of. So definitely check that out also, and let me know what you think. So this is the last of the money segment. It's how this next company, QA Wolf, who's been in stealth mode for a while, just announced a round of $20 million in funding. So QA Wolf is a cloud-based platform that helps you detect bugs in software. So this article also mentions how obviously there's a lot of solutions out there around this space, but QA Wolf actually tries to remove the complexity of quality assurance testing in a way they believe like no others have done before. So that grabbed my attention. So I said, okay, what's this all about? And I clicked on QA Wolf. Well, it is a cool looking web design. Kiss bugs goodbye. QA Wolf is zero effort automated QA. Well, I don't know, haven't tried it. And they make the claim that they'll get you 80% of coverage in 4 months and keep you there so your team can stay focused on shipping. So is that claim true? I don't know. I haven't tried it yet. But if you have, let us know once again in the comments down below. Next up, performance and site reliability news. All right, so this article is all about a new version of K6 and what the features include. I know this seems to be on the show all the time, but K6 is always coming out with new features, and it's a very popular performance tool. So I highly recommend you check it out. So let's see what this new version is all about. So this version is 0.40.0. And to actually dive in a little bit more of what's included here, if you go to the release notes, you can see a lot of it includes breaking changes announcements, but the more exciting thing are some of these new features, these experimental modules. So there are 3 of these, and the first one helps you support interactions with Redis. The second one is a new WebSocket API that copies the WebSocket API, which sounds pretty cool, and also adds some clear time and clear interval implementations. And it also goes over some examples of the Redis and the WebSocket experimental features and how they're used as well. So thank you, K6, for continually improving on your awesome solution. Next up, security testing news. So where does pen testing fall into your DevSecOps pipelines? Well, this next article goes over just that. So I think this is an important first sentence, and that is penetration testing not only serves as a triage and validating other defects discovery activities, it also informs risk management activities such as threat modeling and secure design. So a valuable technique I think all testers need to know about, and you can learn more about it in the first comment down below. So are bug bounties worth doing? Well, according to this next article, they sure are. And this article goes over how a company's live bug bounty uncovered 115 vulnerabilities. So if you're not using bug bounty programs, hopefully this article will reinforce how they're really a game changer for many organizations when it comes to cybersecurity. And a lot of companies I know do invest heavily in proactive cybersecurity solutions, but the reality is, just like exploratory testing finds probably more bugs than automated testing, it sounds like bug bounties do the same when it comes to cybersecurity risk as well. For links of everything of value we covered in this news episode, head on over to the links in the first comment down below. And while you're there, make sure to check out our awesome sponsor, Applitools, free account offer, and discover how to take your automation testing to the next level, leveraging visual AI. So that's it for this episode of the Test Fuel News Show. I'm Joe, and my mission is to help you succeed in creating end-to-end full-stack pipeline automation awesomeness. As always, test everything, and keep the good. Cheers.